everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. So I'm going to lead us through some breath work, or pranayama, prana meaning energy, yama meaning control, so some breath control or energy control, which is a part of yoga. And so doing belly breathing, I have a couple of tips for this, so if you are interested, the first half of this video will be here, and then the rest can be found on my video library if you want some top tips in the rest of the video to help improve your breath control. So yeah, but today, starting off with, we're working with that belly breath, and you'll find in a lot of classes or practices when we talk about belly breath, coming from the belly, then the ribs, and then the chest. And it's this sort of upward rising. However, when we breathe, we have this diaphragm. And not only does it go up, it also goes out. But not just out this way, but out all the way through your core and back and things. So just focus on that as you breathe. And later I'll go through a great tip to improve your breath control. So hold on for that. So let's start off with closing down the eyes and finding your comfortable seated position. Cross-legged or sitting on a block or anything where you can keep a straight spine. Rolling the shoulders back and down and closing the eyes. And just be aware of where your breath is in your body now. And wherever it is, whether it's short, relaxed, or anything, know that your breath is your best friend, and it can be used to help energize you. It can be used to help balance you, and it can help to calm you down. So as we do belly breathing today, looking at balancing and relaxing in our pranayama practice today, our breath control or energy control. And starting with box breath, so inhaling in for the count of 4, holding for the count of 4, exhaling out for the count of 4, and holding for a count of 4. So I will count us in for the first few rounds, all through your nose. Take a deep breath in to prepare, and a deep breath out. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Just continue with a few breaths like this in your own health. And as you do this, thinking about breathing right down in towards your belly, and feel that lift of the chest and ribs as you inhale, but also that expansion like a balloon all the way round. And as you exhale, letting go of all the breath, feeling the fall of your chest, but also that draw inwards of the belly. Just taking one more round. Coming back to those deep inhales in for the count of 4. And exhaling out through your nose for the count of 4. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. And now from here, elongating that inhale and exhale out for the count of 6. So inhale in for the count of 6. Seeing if you can fill up your lungs, your belly, your diaphragm, your chest a little bit more with those extra 2 counts. And feel that expansion like a balloon in all directions. As you exhale for the count of 6, really squeeze all the air out of your lungs and feel the belly draw back in all the way round. Inhale in and exhale out. Knowing that we breathe in all directions. Inhale in and exhale out. Breathing in and breathing out. This also helps to engage the core and the abdominal area, nourishing, gently massaging the other muscles and organs around in this area. So now we're going to come back into our box breathing, but inhaling in for the count of 6, holding for the count of 4, exhaling out for the count of 6, and holding for the count of 4. So take a deep breath in to prepare, and a deep breath out. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, hold, exhale, hold, and continue with a few breaths like this, really imagining that balloon and that expansion all the way around on the inhale. And then on your exhales, all the air coming out, feeling the upwards but also outwards, or that downwards or inwards on the exhale. Practicing to use your breath in a way to help balance and calm the mind. And making this your last round. Before coming back to your inhales and exhales. As we come into adding a bit of pressure now, so a little bit of resistance into your breathing. So not only are you extending your breath, but we're adding force. And to do that, you're going to lie down on the ground as we breathe. So, lying down on the ground. So, as you breathe, you're going to feel the whole core and this area around as you expand and inhale. Feel that lift as the belly almost pushes down and towards the ground to lift the whole body up. And as you exhale, you'll feel the rise all the way down as well. So, coming back to those inhales in for the count of 6. Exhale out for the count of 4. Sorry. Exhales out, holds for the count of 4. Exhales out for the count of 6 and holding for the count of 4. So I'll just repeat that. Inhale in for the count of 6. Hold for the count of 4. Exhale out for the count of 6. And hold for the count of 4. So forehead down. I'm going to keep my forehead up just so you can hear me, but you'll be here as you breathe. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. And hold. And just continuing with a few breaths like this, really feeling yourself push that belly in towards the ground on the inhale and that expansion of everything lifting. And on the exhale, that sinking and lowering down. And just taking one more round. You come back to those inhales and exhales. Now we're going to do just one more round of this. And you can stay here on the ground doing this. Or if you'd like to, you can add a bit of weight. So, what is great if you're at home is you can put a book or something onto your lower back. If you're in the studio or in a yoga place or whatever, placing the block on your back. And then you're trying to lift that block up and down and maybe just placing a strap or something to add a bit of weight. And again, coming back to those inhales in for the count of 6. Holding for the count of 4. Exhale out for the count of 6. And hold for the count of 4. And as you do this, you'll feel as you inhale, you now have something to lift up. And as you exhale, you really feel the sinking down. And this really is going to help you work into that diaphragm and strengthen and learn how to control that breath. And over time you can add a bit more weight and things so that your breath, not only upwards but also outwards, starts to improve. So whenever you're ready, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And continue like this for a few breaths. Lifting that weight on the inhale and exhale, letting it sink back down. And taking your last round. Before removing that block and just coming back to those deep inhales and exhales for the count of 4. Either lying down or sitting, whatever feels good for you to finish off. And just close your eyes, inhaling in for the count of 4. Exhaling out for the count of 4. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale. And exhale. And just be here with your breath for a moment. Knowing you always have your breath with you. Using it as an anchor whenever you need, at times throughout your life. And placing your hands into heart center. Thanking yourself for taking this time. For your energy control or your breath control. To control the breath, to help control the mind. Namaste.